Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patrice, and in this video we will be doing a library book haul. And now let's get started. The first book that I picked up, actually it's going to be two books that are in the same series, and this is a continuation of a series that I did in one of my previous book reviews. So the first book is Murder is a Piece of Cake, and this is a Baker Street mystery by Valerie Burns. Now, if you're subscribed like you should be, you will know that the first book in this series, 2 parts sugar, 1 part murder, really made me upset. Like, the way that it ended, there were so many things that were not tied up and had no resolution. Like, we still don't know who the real killers were and everyone involved in the murder plot. We don't know what happened to her aunt, all of those things. But I really did enjoy the story. Like, I enjoyed 90% of the book until it got to the end. So the ending really ruined it for me. And I said in that video, I don't even know if I'm going to read the rest of those. But I have this one and I'm going to read it. Hopefully she will have improved and will not give us so many cliffhangers, I hope. But I will read you the overview. Can young entrepreneur and social media influencer Maddie Montgomery run a bakery, care for a gigantic English Mastiff, and cultivate a picture-perfect relationship, all while exposing a murderer? With small-town New Bison Spring Festival just around the corner, the pressure is on Maddie to continue her late great-aunt Octavia's legacy. That means scoring the top prize in transforming baby cakes into Southwest Michigan's must-visit bakery. Even though her inexperience in the kitchen brings nightmares of humiliating tag photos and scathing reviews. There's another reason for lost beauty sleep. A second bakery is opening in town under the ownership of C.J. Davenport, a shrewd investor with a reputation for sabotaging anyone who gets in his way. And savvy, flashy Maddie tops his list. It's a sticky spot to be in, more so when Davenport turns up dead with a baby cake's knife stuck in his back. Maddie's whole life just went from thriving to barely surviving. Now supported by the crafty Baker Street irregulars and her new boyfriend, she must find the courage to face off against the killer who could very well get her name trending for the first and last time. So I'm hoping this will be good. Fingers crossed. The second book in this haul is A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death, and this is the third and newest book in the Baker Street Mystery Series by Valerie Burns. So I'm hoping I will not be disappointed by the second one and will be able to finish this third one. But here's what the jacket says. On the shores of Lake Michigan, influencer Maddie Montgomery has turned the bakery she inherited from her great-aunt Octavia into a destination. There's just one thing she won't post: the body in the kitchen. Thanks to Maddie's social media savvy, Baby Cakes Bakery is becoming a huge success, so much so that she's attracted the attention of her former nemesis, the fiancé-stealing Brandy Denton. When Brandy blows into New Bison like an ill wind and disrupts a vlog Maddie's filming, their argument goes viral. After Brandy's body is found at Baby Cakes, Maddie instantly goes from viral sensation to murder suspect. As Maddie is still reeling from the murder, a stranger shows up in the bakery claiming to have been a friend of Octavia. He believes Maddie is in danger. When a second body washes up on the lakeshore, it seems clear someone's out to kill to keep a secret, and it may have to do with her great aunt. Maddie rallies her aunt's friends, the Baker Street Irregulars, Sheriff April Johnson, and her veterinarian boyfriend Michael, not to mention her English Mastiff baby, to do some digging and root out whoever's behind the killings. So this one sounds really good. Like I said, I did enjoy 90% of the first book until it got to the end. Hopefully that will not be the case this time. We shall see. The last book that I picked up in this haul is Parable of the Talents by Octavia Butler. Now, I did not know that this was the second book in the series, and I'm guessing I need to read Parable of the Sower first. So I'm going to see if my library has Parable of the Sowers, just so I can read them in order. It seems like I should be able to read this without reading the other one, but I don't want to do it that way. I want to get the full picture. But I will read you this overview. In 2032, Lauren Olamina has survived the destruction of her home and family and created a peaceful community in Northern California based on her newly founded faith, Earthseed. The fledgling group provides refuge for outcasts facing persecution after the election of an ultra-conservative president who vows to make America great again. Sounds familiar? In an increasingly divided and dangerous nation, Lauren's subversive colony, a minority religious faction led by a black woman, becomes a target for President Jarrett's reign of terror and oppression. Years later, Asha Veer reads the journals of a mother she never knew, Lauren Olamina. As she searches for answers about her own past, she also struggles to reconcile with the legacy of a mother caught between her duty to her chosen family and her calling to lead humankind to a better future. So this sounds like sci-fi. I forgot the other. What is it? Dystopian? Yeah, like a dystopian sci-fi novel. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I've heard good things about Octavia Butler's books. I didn't want to read Kindred. I've been spending a lot of time reading books around slavery and stuff like that. So I didn't want to, and I also didn't want to go back in time for Kindred, because I know the lady goes back in time and she kind of has to help her ancestors, slave owners. She has to help one of them survive so that she will be around in the future, and I don't want to read that right now. Hopefully the books will actually still be accessible and we will be able to read them. But I do want to read this because it sounds like, what's going on today, especially that Make America Great Again tag. So very interested to see where that goes. I also want to read 1984, but I wasn't able to find that at the library yet, so I may have to order that one. But those are all the books for this haul. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, or if they seem interesting. Let me know if I should read Parable of the Sower first before I read this one. And I will see you the next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.